Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I will be bringing you my month in review for May. So I didn't make any videos in May. Yeah, that was a thing that happened. I don't know what happened in May. Actually, I do know what happened in May. It was just supremely busy at work and I got sick, and I could give you like a million excuses for why I didn't make any videos in May, but I just didn't make any videos in May. Part of this might also be because I didn't really read anything I wanted to make a video on. Might make sense in a few more seconds. I read a grand total of only 9 books in May, with an average star rating of 4.0 out of 5, which sounds really good, but please remember I did only read 9 books, so each book's star rating is going to carry more weight. Out of these books, I only rated one book a 5 out of 5 stars, and the lowest rating I had for the month was a 3 out of 5 stars. That lone book that I rated a 5 out of 5 stars was The Black Count: Glory, Revolution, Betrayal, and the Real Count of Monte Cristo by Tom Rice. This is the story of the father of Alexandre Dumas, who was the author of such works as The Count of Monte Cristo and The Three Musketeers and The Man in the Iron Mask. I've mentioned, I think, several times on this channel that The Count of Monte Cristo is one of my favorite classics of all time, and I still stand by that it's probably the best revenge story that you'll ever read because it is so complex and interesting and so well thought out. And I was vaguely aware that a lot of it was actually inspired by Alexandre Dumas' father, but I didn't really know the history of his father or even of his family. That was just pretty much all I knew about Alexandre Dumas. Listening to this audiobook and really reading this story and getting to know who Alexandre Dumas' father was and the time that he was living in. His father was basically a badass. I mean, there's kind of no other way to say it. I can see why this book is an award winner. It really was a fantastic biography, wildly entertaining, informative about the era, and just told you a really cool story about a person I don't think I ever would have thought to have looked up. I did write at least one blog post of note, and I don't even know how of note it is. It was literally a blog post on cupcakes. You laugh, but it's true. For the premiere of Game of Thrones on HBO, praise hands emojis, all praise, it's back. My flatmate and I walked down to our local boutique cupcake shop that's literally about a mile down the road from us. They had special Game of Thrones themed cupcakes, and so we tried them all, and I basically talked about them, both kind of like how they actually tasted and what I thought of them as cupcakes, but then also how they related to whatever theme they picked up on. So if there was a cupcake called Grayscale, I talked about how, I'm interested to how they interpreted grayscale into a cupcake, and I'm just going to pontificate on that topic. So if you want something that's really quite random, even for me, that is there on my blog. The only other cool thing I want to bring up for May is something that I actually bought because I saw this and knew I needed to have it. As we know, I'm kind of a massive Red Rising fan. Love it. Seriously, best series I've read since Harry Potter and His Dark Materials for me. It is in my ultimate trifecta with those two in terms of best series I've ever read and will recommend to literally everyone. I saw this pop up on Twitter, I want to say first, or it was Instagram. I believe the Sons of Ares, which is the official fan account for the Red Rising series, I believe that is Pierce Brown's sister who runs it. Awesome sauce. Reblogged, retweeted this design that an artist had done, and apparently the interest in it was so great, and for very good reason when I show it to you. She made posters, t-shirts, and a tote. I actually also bought the poster, but as you can guess, I bought the t-shirt. And there's both a women's kind of fitted t-shirt and just a unisex shirt. I got the unisex shirt because I quite liked the color, but I should probably just quit beating around the bush and show it to you guys. It is a Helldivers of Lycos t-shirt. Just how cool is this? It's so awesome. I wore it actually this past Friday, and I happened to go to my parents' because my mom was in Buffalo and brought back Duff's Wings. Yes, you hear the angel choir, Duff's Wings. And I was wearing it, and I was like, Dad, look at my shirt, because he's the only other person in the family who's read Red Rising, and he absolutely loves it. And he was so in love, he really wants one, so I was like, oh, Father's Day gift. I will link the Etsy shop down below where I bought the t-shirt, and I will say, again, that I got the unisex heather red shirt versus the women's fitted tee, and it is like so soft and so comfortable, and the design is baller. I was getting compliments on it for people who had no idea what it was, and I was just like, yeah, I know, it's awesome. But that's it for me today, you guys, so until next time, cheers.